Welcome back, car enthusiasts! Today, we're tackling one of the most iconic muscle cars from the 70s, the 1974 Plymouth Cuda. But there's a lot of misinformation floating around about this legendary machine. In this video, we're going to debunk the top 5 myths about the 1974 Plymouth Cuda. So let's get started. One of the biggest myths about the 1974 Plymouth Cuda is that it wasn't a real muscle car. People often point to the fact that it was one of the last muscle cars produced before the era of downsized engines. But here's the truth. The 1974 Cuda was still a beast in its own right. Despite the rising fuel economy standards and the shift in the industry, Plymouth kept the performance alive with the available 360 V8 and the legendary 440 engine in some models. This car could still go toe-to-toe with others in its class, even in 1974. Some say the 1974 Cuda was just a rebadged Barracuda, but that's far from the truth. While both cars shared a platform, the Cuda came with distinct performance options, trim levels, and styling features that made it stand out as a muscle car in its own right. The Cuda nameplate was reserved for high-performance models with unique styling cues, like the broader body, quad headlights, and sportier stance that set it apart from the standard Barracuda. Another myth is that the 1974 Cuda was slower than its predecessors. While it's true that the muscle car era was beginning to wind down by the mid-70s, the 1974 Cuda was still packing serious punch. With the 360 V8, it could go from 0 to 60 in under 8 seconds, which was impressive for a car of that era. And with the 440 V8 engine available in some models, it still had plenty of muscle. The performance was definitely there, even if it wasn't the raw power seen in earlier years. Many believe that the 1974 Plymouth Cuda is too expensive to restore or own. While it's true that finding one in good condition can be pricey, the myth that it's impossible to restore or maintain on a budget is simply untrue. With the right parts and some elbow grease, restoring a 1974 Cuda is very possible. Plus, the aftermarket scene for parts has grown over the years, making it easier to find parts and services for the restoration process. Lastly, some say the 1974 Cuda was a failure because of the decline in muscle car sales during the 70s, but this couldn't be further from the truth. The 1974 model actually marks the end of an era for the Cuda, making it highly collectible today. The limited number produced and its unique place in muscle car history have made it a sought-after classic car. In fact, prices for well-restored or original 1974 Cudas have been steadily rising, making it a valuable investment for muscle car collectors. So there you have it, 5 of the biggest myths about the 1974 Plymouth Cuda, all debunked. This car may not have been the wild, untamed muscle car it once was, but it still holds its place in history as one of the most revered muscle cars ever made. If you're you're a fan of the Cuda or just muscle cars in general, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth videos on classic cars. And if you have any thoughts or myths you've heard about the 1974 Plymouth Cuda, drop them in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time with more car myths debunked.